Hello everyone, welcome to AS online class, and this is Narendra. And today we will discuss one of the very important topic, that is percentage, the different type of questions than the previous class. And you know that this percentage is not only for the percentage chapter, but it also applicable for the profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest. You take any chapter of the arithmetic, let it be in time and work, time and distance, in every area. But when it comes to specially percentage questions, so there are huge application of the percentage. Let's begin over here. The Likita madam, very good evening. Thank you very much for joining, and you will learn a lot. If you have any doubt, please ask me. The very first question on the board is this. Now let's come and see what is this question is. If you don't understand, please ask me, right, my dear friend. So I will read the question, then I will give certain time. Here it says, a man spends 20% of his salary on rent. It's a very direct question. Everyone knows the income and expenditure based question comes in the examination. 25% of the remaining, look at the word remaining, in grocery. 30% of the remaining on children education, and 45% of the remaining, look at the terminology, remaining in premium, and he is left with rupees 11,088. It's a very simple and direct question. So you are asked to find out his salary. So first question, very easy question, and in a coming questions you will find that there are new things you will learn. So I am giving 30 seconds for you to answer the question. Come on my friends. Try this question. It's a very direct question. There is nothing to think about it. It's a very stereotypic question. Come on. And stay on the line till the last question. You will really learn a lot. And coming questions, you are going to learn a lot. Yes, still time is there. Someone can answer the question. Okay, time up. Now I will start working on it. In the middle, if you get the answer, please post on the comment box. So I don't know what the initial salary is. So I will take the initial salary as X. I will consider the initial salary as X. Now here, what happens? He spent 20% of the salary. That means he left with 80%. So I will take the 80 by 100, which is nothing but 4 by 5. This is what the remaining part is. And after that, he spends 25% of the remaining. This is what the remaining is. If he spent 25%, that means he left with 75% of this. 75% is nothing but, okay, Likita nicely answer the question. You said option B. Let me check that. Yes, option B. It's a very direct question. But in coming questions, you will find some twisting which is of a clerical mean or PO level. Now 4 by 5, and he left with 25% is spent. He left with 75%, which is 3 by 4, and again he spends 30%, means 70% is left, 7 by 10, and again he spends 45%, means 55% is left, that is 11 by 20, and which is equal to 11088. That's what is given, and that's the reason I said it's a very direct and stereotypic question. So by cancelling this, you get the answer. So look at this one, the way we can cancel this one. With 11, the number is getting cancelled. How many times? This is 11, 0 and 0, 8, and so on and so forth. There is 21 and 21 and 8. That's 4 and 8 with 84. This gets cancelled 12 times. Yes, 12 times. 4 to 8, it's very clearly visible. And 4, 5, 20 and 4,000, you will be getting here as 48,000. So X is equal to 48,000. That means his salary is 48,000. Well done, my dear friends. But the next question, let's say that if you are comfortable here to answer this question, look at this one. Here the question says, a person has spent 25% of his salary on rent, certain amount on children's education. See the twist in the question. It did not say that 25% on children education or X% on children education. Certain amount on children education. And after that, he spends 30% of the remaining on grocery, and again a fraction is given, 2/7 of the remaining on entertainment, and left with rupees 7,500. If the expenditure on children education is 50% of his saving, then his income is. A small twist is there in the question. So here you are expected to know that we know that 25% is already spent, 75% is left. On 75% he spends certain amount. So 75% I will consider that as 75x. So out of this 75x, if the total income is 100, 75x, he spends certain amount. So let's consider that the certain amount has a relation here, and his saving is 50% of his educational expenditure is 50% of his saving, and his saving is 7,200. So the education expenditure, the certain amount on education expenditure, and that amount is nothing but half of the saving, which is 7,200. So that will be 3,600. So this certain amount is linked with this saving, 50% of the saving on education. So minus 3,600, am I right? So by using this I will be getting the remaining 75% or 75x value, and once you get the 75x value you can find out his income, which will be 100x. Will you try this? All the questions will be very, very healthy, and your concepts will get open. Application part you will learn a lot. Come on, try this. This is what the money is. That is 75x minus 3,600. Where from this 3,600 comes? His amount on children education is 50% of the saving, and the saving is 7,200. From there it comes, and after that you can apply the remaining part, and you know how to apply it. Shall I give the 30 seconds for you to think of it? If not, just wait, I will solve this question, and it's also simple. The small twist is there. All the questions are similar patterns which are from the previous exams. Not exactly, because we have the series we are going to launch for previous exam questions. So I am not giving the exactly the previous year question, but similar to that. Can someone answer the question? Can someone answer the question? Here you will find that out of 75x minus 3,600, out of which he spends 30% of the remaining. So what is the remaining? This is what the remaining is. So how much he saves? 70%. That's 7 by 10. The similar way we can proceed forward. Let's see, any of my friends can answer the question. And he spends 2/7 of the remaining. That means he is left with 5/7 of the remaining. So let's take that 5/7 of the remaining. Then do we have other expenditures? No. So here, which is equal to a small change in this, straight questions, there is a small twist on this, that is 7,200. Will you get the x value or not, or 75x? Once you get the 75x, you can find out the 100x. Come on my friends, let's respond to this, and some very good questions are there after this. Don't worry for that. Now when I cancel this one, I notice that this 7 and 7 is getting cancelled, and this gets cancelled over here. 7,200 into 2, that comes 14,400. Okay, when you take this value on the other side, you are getting 75x is equal to this amount will be added over there and you are getting 18,000. Am I right? Okay, Sai Kumar, 24,000. Let's say that Sai has answered the question. 24,000 means option C, and he is right. He is right. Some very good question is going to come after after these 1 or 2 questions. So once 75x is equal to 18,000, then Sai, we don't need to find out the x value. I can directly find out what is the salary, that is what is 100x. So you can see that this is 3 by 4. So with 3 that gets cancelled how many times? 6 times, and 6 4 is 24,000. Beautifully answer the question, my dear friend. Small question, but confusion creates slightly over there. Well done, well done. Hope Likita also understood it. All the people who are watching understood this. I am moving on to the third question of the class, and it's here. Look at this, what is this question is. It says that in an election between 3 contestants A, B and C, A secured 30% of the votes and B secured 60% of the remaining votes. And if C secured 14,000 votes, then by how many votes the winner won the election? It's a very straight and stereotypic question, right? And we do get questions of this nature very frequently in all the competitive exams. Come on, try to answer the question. 24,000, that's right, Likita, in the previous question. So here I'll give 30 seconds for you to understand and answer the question. Come on, my friends. I am sure you people can answer the question. Sai can answer the question, so is Likita, and so is the other people. Okay. 34,000. Is it 34,000? 24,000. Acha, that's the answer for previous question? No. It's this question. This question 5, 6, 7, 6,000. Sai has answered the question 6,000. Let me see that. Option B, 6,000. So as it is a straight question, that is A, B and C, you simply have to convert the percentage into ratio. Now he gets 30%, A gets 30% of the total vote and B gets 60% of the remaining. That means 70% is left, 60% is 42%. By 100, I will take out the 72%, I will be getting 28% is scored by C. And it is given to us, the C score is 14,000. So, okay, that is 28 part is 14,000. If this is 14,000, I can find out the rest value. Now, who is the winner? B is the winner. By how many percentage here? Now, A gets 30% and B gets 42%. So, we will compare with B to A, B over A, not B over C, because his last person who below B is 30%. That means he wins the election of 12%. So, therefore, what is this? I can notice that this is into 500. So, if I multiply 1200 into 500, 1200, how much I am getting? The difference is 12, and that is 12 into 500. Am I right? And that gives us, it's 500, and that gives us 6,000. That's your answer. Option choice B is correct. Yes? Okay. Well done. But can you answer the next question, my dear friends? Look at this question. Can you answer this question? Let's read the question and then I'll explain you. I'll give a time and then explain you. The election between two candidates, 1/6 of the voters list did not turn to vote. 20% of the votes declared invalid. if the winner got 60% of valid vote, notice that 60% of total vote or 60% of valid vote, 60% of valid vote and won the election by 24,000 votes. Now the question is, find the total number of voter in voter list. It's a stereotypic question and easy question. You can answer it. 6,000, that's good, that's good. Come on my friends. 1/6 did not turn up. Let's assume that the number of voters in voter list is X. You are asked to find out the voters in voter list. You need to find out the value of X. I already know 1/6 has not turned up. So the total turning up is 5 by 6th. 1/6 didn't turn up. So let's take that 5/6 of the X has turned up, out of which there is some invalid votes are there. And what is that invalid votes? 20% of the votes are invalid. That means the valid vote will be 80% of this, which is 4 by 5. So into that's 4 by 5. This is valid vote. Now it says that the winner secured 60% of the valid vote. 60% of the valid vote. So I will make it very short. If the winner got 60% of the valid vote, then the loser got 40% of the valid vote, and the difference between these two is 20% of the valid vote, and the winner got elected by 24,000. So 20% of this valid vote is equal to 24,000. So let's take this one. What is 20%? That's nothing but 1 by 5, and which is equal to 24,000. Oh, beautifully answer the question, which is equal to 24,000. Can I get the X value? Yes, definitely I can get the X value. As Sai has answered the question, 1,80,000, that is option choice C. Now I am giving the time. Achha, okay. And Likita says option C. That's right. Beautifully you people have understood it. And look at this, these all are the very stereotypic questions. Here I will cancel this by 2 times, and this is 3 times, and that's 12,000, and 12 into 15, 1,80,000. That's right. It was a very smooth question. Right, my friends, I will be moving on to the next question, and is this. Let's read the question here, which is based on Venn diagram. Here it says, in an examination, 65% student passed in civics and 60% in history. 40% passed in both. All the informations we have. But the next question after this will not have all information. Wait for the next question, which is based on the same Venn diagram, and check. You will learn a lot in the next question. So 40% passed in both, and 9 students failed in history and civic both. So what is the total number of students? Total number of students. Hope you are understanding the question properly, and I will give 30 seconds for you to answer it. Try this one. Yeah, Anusha, very good. Likita is saying 60. Oh, so smoothly you understood this question, and there is a fight with Likita and Anusha. Anusha, acha, both are giving the same answer. Let me check your answer is correct. Yes, it is correct. So how did you do this one? The basic approach for this is we simply draw the diagram, because the next question which I am going to discuss, if you don't draw the diagram, you will not be able to answer the question. The next question is, so let's move on over here. 60% passed in civics. Let's take the civics over here, and 65%, not 60, 65%. And 60% in history. Let's consider this as history, 60%. Likita, can you answer the next question with the same pace, with the same speed? Okay, let's check that. And 40% passed in both. If the 40% passed in both, I will be able to find out how much is none. And 65 minus 40, that is 15, and here 60 minus 40, that is 20. So what is the total number of people who passed in one or the other subject? That is 60 and 75. Am I right? That 60 and 75% passed in one or the other subject. So if I take out the 75%, hope this is 25. This is 25. Let me correct this one, this is 25. So this comes total is 85. So if the 85% student have passed in one or the other subject, there are 15% student who did not pass in any of the subject. And the number of student who did not pass in any of the subject is 9. That means 15% is 9. Then what is the total number of students? What is 100%? So obviously it's a very stereotypic question. Again I will say that comes over here. So with 5 20 times, and it goes 9 is there, right? If 15% is 9, then what is 100%? Okay, let's cancel this one over here. This is 3 times, 5 times, with 5 this is 20, and I will be getting 20 into through total 60. It seems to be easy question. But the next question is, look at the next question. I picked up, I wanted to discuss this with all my young friends, because look at this one. When it comes to the IBBS PO main or SBA PO main, how it comes. I picked up this question in order to explain you, if you don't know in that case. So let's read the question here, and then I'll explain this one. In an exam, subject A and B, 500 students attended, out of which 16% failed in both the subject. Okay. Next, student who passed in subject B is 300, which is 2/3 more. 66.67 is 2/3 more than that of A. So I can find it out how many passed in A and how many passed in B with this information. The next it says, those who passed in both the subject, boys are 20 more than that of girls. Those who passed in both the subject, boys are 20 more than girls. So I need to find out how many people passed in both the subject. Then the boys who passed in only B is 150, only B, boys, which is again 2/3 more than that of the girls who passed in only A. About boys it is said only B is 2/3 more than that of those girls who passed in only A. The next one, the number of boys who passed at least one subject, at least one subject, one or more subject, is what percentage? That of girls. That of girls. That means the boys who passed is what percentage of the girls who passed. Interesting question, my dear friend, and we expect that the level will increase when you are writing any examinations main, whether RBA or any other banking exams or even the SSC CGL and all. We don't expect this kind of difficulty level in SSC CGL, but it's okay for bank POs and all. So try to answer the question, but at the same time wait for the solution here. I will be taking the two diagram over here. Here if you don't draw the diagram, you will not be able to answer this question. Here subject A and subject B. What is the total number of people? Universal set 500. How many did not pass in any of the subject? 16%. 16% of 500, which is 80. And that's 80. That means those who passed in one or the other subject, I can call it as A union B, which is equal to 420. Those who passed in one or the other subject, in other word A union B. Now, the next information we will start filling it up, and after that I will give some time to you. Whatever is there in the question, I will just fill it up. Now it says the student who passed in subject B, student is 300. So here those who passed in subject B is 300, and which is 2/3 more than that of A. So that means what is A is to B? So B is 2/3 more, 1 plus 2 by 3, that gives us 5 by 3. So the ratio of A to B is 3:5. This is 3:5, and we already know the number of students who passed in B is 300, which is 5 parts. So what will be 1 part? 60. What will be 3 part? 180. So the number of students who passed in A is 180. That's given to us. The next one, boys who passed, that's over. Now those who passed in both the subject, the boys are 20 more than that of girls. So I will write down in this format, that is boys by girls. So wherever I am writing the number in numerator, that will represent boys. Whatever number I will write in denominator, that will represent girls. So here the boys by it is said that boys are 20 more than that of girls. So if the girls are X, then boys are X plus 20. This is those who passed in both. Next, over the boys who passed in only B is 150. This is only B, which is 150, and this 150 is 2/3 more than that of the girls. So by using this information, you can find out this value, and after that the number of boys who passed in at least one subject is what percentage more than that of girls? Yes, my dear friends, some of you can able to answer the question. Likita already answered it, and she says 25%. It's 25%. Option is not there, Likita. I will just wait for other people's answer. You will learn a lot. I bring the good questions, frequently asked questions every day. Every alternate day I will have class. Okay, Likita, once check your answer. All my young friends who are watching the video, can you find out this is 150, and which is 2/3, which is said that 2/3 more than the girls. So again the boys to girls is same 3:5 ratio, and I know the 5 part is 150, then 1 part is 30, 3 part is 90. So I am going to get this value, which is 90. Which is 90. Up to this we have information. From here I need to find out the total number of boys passed and total number of girls passed. From there I need to find out boys are what percentage more than that of girl. Okay, that previous question answer. It's okay, ma'am? Fine, thank you. Now I have almost done it, and I will give 30 seconds for you from here onwards to complete the question, solution of it. Yes, friends. Come on, I am sure you can answer the question. The percentage has more applications in data interpretations and other chapters, but in percentage itself we get the questions like this. Anyone? Anyone? Okay. I am not showing the option to you. I will solve this question. I got this as 90. The very first job I need to do is how many people passed in both the subject. For that I will be using this formula, and that is n of A union B, which is equal to n of A plus n of B and minus n of A intersection B. I will use this formula. Going back to the question here, I need to find out this value. What is n of A union B? 420. So let me write down over here, that is 420 which is equal to, what is n of A, that is 180 plus n of B, that is 300 minus n of A intersection B, which I consider x. That value is here, not this x. Let me write down this something else so that you will not get confused with this x and other x. So this is y. So what is the y value? Here it is 480 minus 420, I am getting 60 here. So y is equal to 60. So this value is 60. Now add these two, x plus 20 is equal to 60. I am doing the rough work over here. The x plus 20 is equal to 60. Then this comes over here is 40. 2x is equal to 40 minus, I am sorry, this is minus. So 2x is equal to 80 and x is equal to 40. So here it is 40. Okay. So what will be 40 and what will be 20, because the total is 60. So it is said the boys are more, and 2/3 who passed in only B. Acha, here it is there that those who passed both, the boys are 20 more than girls. So out of 60, where 40 will go? The 40 will go over here. 40 will go over here, boys, and the girls is 20. Total is 60. Anyone answer the question? Please remember that as I am dealing with the PO main, SBI PO main, once I got this value, will I get this value? Can I get this value? Yes, I know the total is 180, then 40 plus x is equal to 180. So what is this value? 180 minus 40, that comes 140. Am I right? The total is 60 over here. The total is 60 over here. Then in that case, this value should be how much? 180 minus 60, that comes 120. Out of 120, 90 are girls. Then 120 minus 90, I will be getting 30 are boys. All I am writing boys by girls. Now come on over here. And what is this? This 300 is there. Fine. From this 300, if I take out the 60, then I will be getting this value as 240. Out of 240, 150 are boys. Then the number of girls will be 240 minus 150, and that gives us 90. So these are the figures where the number of boys passed. These are the figures. And these are the figures where the number of girls passed. So I need to find out the total and find out boys are what percentage more than girls. Can I give 30 seconds now? Oh my God, 30 seconds is over. You already have seen it. But still I expect some of you can answer the question, those who are watching, my dear friend. It is really useful. This is the free time for the March, April, May, up to this, and after that your examinations will start one after another. Anyone can answer the question? Anyone can answer the question? Okay, I am not saying any response. So I will answer this question here, and that is, let me, so this part is over, and the final part, what is the number of boys? That is 70 and 220. Number of boys is 220. What is the number of girls? The number of girls is 90 plus 90, 180 plus 20 is 200. So the number of girls are 200. The question is, if you look at the question, then the question says that number of boys who passed in at least one subject. So this plus this one is what percentage of that of girl? Okay, I am sorry, what percentage more than? I am extremely sorry for missing a word. What percentage more than that of girl? What percentage more than that of girl? Okay, so what percentage more? I am extremely sorry, there was some mistake here. What percentage more was missing in the typing? So I noticed that the boys are 20 more over 200. Now I understand why you did not respond, because the typing error was there. I am extremely sorry for that. So it's nothing but 10%. So the number of boys is those who passed in all the at least one subject is 10% more than the number of girls who passed in at least one subject. Wonderful, my dear friend. Option C. Option C. One or the other question you will definitely learn. Keep attending the class. Some question probably it's a revision for you, and some question you will be new for you. The next question on the board is this. Now look at the question here. What is this question? It says that this 3, ignore that 3. A reduction in 25% of the price of sugar will enable a man to buy 16 more kg for rupees 1200. It's a very commonly asked statement. The original price would have increased if the original price. So first you need to find out the original price, and if it is increased by 25%, then find the quantity he could have buy with the same amount. It is said that the price is increased by 25%, as a result decreased by 25%, as a result a person is able to buy 16 kg more for rupees 1200. Had the price would have been, instead of decreasing by 25%, if it would have been increased by 20%, then by the same amount how much quantity he will buy? Come on my friends. Yes, 10%. Beautifully answer the question. So the last part is slightly different than what is asked in the prelim exam. And I picked up the model from previous paper. I am not modifying the question. Someone can answer the question here? Shall I give that 30 seconds to you? Come on my friends. How to do it? Step 1, find the original price. Step 2, increase the price by 20% per kg. Step 3 and the last step, 12,000 should be divided by the increased price per kg. You will get the person can buy how many kg. Yes, my friends? Okay. Now I will give some clue to you. There's a 25% he is saving from this 12,000, 1200. Instead of paying less money, he decided to buy extra. With the same money, he decided to buy extra quantity. How much price is decreased over 1200? 25%. What is 25%? That is 1200's 25% is 1/3 of 1200, 1/4 of 1200, which is 300. So with this 300, he can save this 300. If you want to buy the same quantity, he can save this 300 and spend 900. But he decided to spend the same money. As a result, he is getting, with this 300, he is getting 16 kg extra. So 300 divided by 16, I am getting the reduced price. Reduced price. So from here I need to find out the original price. This reduced price is 25% reduced, that means this is 75% per kg. I need to go into original price, that means I will convert this into 100%. So into 100 by 75, which is nothing but 4 by 3. I received the original price now. This is what the per kg original price. Now it is said that if the original price would have increased by 20%, this is the original price, when increased by 20%, it has become 120%, which is 6 by 5, 6 by 5, 120 by 100. Here I am getting the original price, 32. Sai has answered 32. I will just wait for a couple of minutes and I will find it out what is the increased price, if it is increased. In that case I notice that this gets cancelled 2 times, 2 and 4 8, this is 2 times and 2 into 5 10. So the increased price is 30 rupees per kg. But the question, Likhita and other my friends, Sai Kumar, you are saying that find the quantity he could buy with the same amount. If it is instead of decreasing, if it is increased by 20%, then the per kg is 30 rupees. And how much he is spending? 1200 he is spending. How much he can buy now? So that is 1200 divided by per kg 30 rupees. So as zeros gets cancelled, I notice that it is 40. It is 40 kg he can buy with the same money if instead of decrease the price would have been increased by 20%. Am I clear, my dear friend? Yes, Sai Kumar has corrected that, and 40 option D is right. Absolutely correct, my dear friend. Hope all my friends who are watching live is comfortable to this question. I am moving on to the next question, my dear friends. And the next question is this. What is this question is? What's the time? 44. Okay. Because from 6 o'clock the next class is scheduled. Now, A sells executives, sales executives gets a commission of on the total sales 8% on total sales. If the sales exceeds to rupees 25,000, more than 25,000, then he gets the additional commission. And what is that additional commission? As a bonus of 4% on the excess sale of rupees 25,000. On excess sale of rupees 25,000, he will be getting a bonus of 4%. But on the total, he will be getting a commission of 8%. Now the question is, if he gets the bonus of rupees 2,760, it's a bonus, then what is his total income? It's a one-line answer, my dear friends. It's a one-line answer. I am sure you can answer the question, or just wait, I will solve this question. And you have 30 seconds for you to think and solve it. Yes, come on my young friends. Day after tomorrow again will be my class. I will bring some 10 new questions from all area of the quantitative aptitude. My next class will be on all area of quantitative aptitude. All my friends who are watching the video, can you answer the question now? I am just waiting for you to think about it, frame the equation, and the moment you could frame the equation, you will be able to answer the question. Come on. Yes, 30 seconds is over. I am giving the structure to you, and after that again I will wait for few seconds. Now this is what he got a bonus, and up to 25,000 you don't need to write down all this. Up to 25,000 he don't get the bonus. He get the bonus on about 20,000, 25,000. How much bonus he is getting? Bonus, look at this one, bonus, and it is said bonus. He is getting a bonus of 2,760 on extra sale. And this is what percentage of the sale? The bonus is 4% of the sale. Let me write down over here. 2,760. 2,760. This is 4% of the extra sale. Extra sale. Can I find out the extra sale? Extra sale. Yes, all my young friends, we can find out. Comment convert only, sir. All my friends who are watching the video can find out the extra sale. What is the extra sale? 4% of the extra sale is 2,760. Then what is 100%? I will be getting the extra sale. Come on, what is the 100%? I will be getting the extra sale. It is clearly said that he is getting a bonus. So let us find out, that's 2,760 into 100 by 4, because he is getting 4%. If the total sale is 100, extra sale is 100, then he is getting 4% on bonus. So this is 4% of the extra sale is 2,760. Okay, Appal Naidu, he has answered the question and he says 94,200. Is it 94,000? Let me check that option B is correct or not. You are right. You are right, my young friend. So here I notice that this number is getting cancelled by 4. That is 4 6 is 24 and 4 9 is 36 and 0. So my extra sale is 6 9 and 0 0 0. But the question is not what extra sale is. The question is what is the total sale. So there is 25,000 plus 69,000. So 69 plus 20 and that comes 89. 89 plus 5 is 94. So the total should be 94,000, which Appal Naidu has rightly answered the question. Yes, 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 option B. Well done, well done, well done. Now the next question on the board is this. Look at this one. What is this question? This is a very interesting question and I picked up from the previous paper. I am just not writing here from which exams I am picking up. This fourth one, it's irrelevant. In a school, 40% of the students are girls. Take it as a challenging question. Sir, in the question they asked about income. Okay. Oh, rightly corrected. Sai Kumar, thank you very much. Rightly corrected. Find his total income. It is not the total sale. Thank you very much, my brother. So let's see that here the total. What is his total income? Thank you for correcting me, sir. I missed that total income part. I took it as total sales. That was my mistake here. Thank you. So 94,000. On 94,000 he will be getting, total sales is 94,000. On 94,000 he will be getting the 8%. So I will calculate the 8% on this. That's nothing but 0.8. 0.8. So that comes 0, 0, 8, 4, 32, carry 3 and 8, 9, 72 plus 3 is 75,200. Am I right over here? 8%. So 0, 0, the 2 zeros comes over here. Why 8% should be such a big amount? No, there is some mistake in my calculation here. Let me calculate it again. So that is a 0 gets cancelled. This is 0 and this 0. And 8, 4, 32 carry 3 and 8, 9, 72 plus 3, 70 shut. Look at this one, 8% should be written as 0.8. I am writing 0.08, 8%, 0.08. So, that is where the slip is 8%, 0.08. So, here 2 zeros gets cancelled, and then I will be getting over here, that is 0, 84 is 32, carry 3, and 89 is 72, 75. So, this is the overall that is 8% standard commission plus the bonus part, and the bonus part is 2760. Now, I understood why many people have not given the answer 2760, and this total will be his total income. Total income. So, what is the total income now? This is 18. I notice that here I am getting this as 80, and 75, 95, and 95 plus 7, that comes up 102. 102. So, that means my answer should be 10,280. I should write down this one as a these all options are about sales. Ignore the option, my dear friend. And once again, I thanks to Sai Kumar, who rightly corrected me, or in the recorded video this mistake would have been continued. Once again, thank you very much. Shall I move on to next? Yes, and is here. Right, Likita madam? You have rightly answered the question. Now, we are reading on to this question. In a school, 40% are girls, and in an exams, 50% of girls and 65% of overall student passed. Okay? 20 boys who failed applied for revaluation. 20 boys or students, 20 boys who failed applied for revaluation. Of these, 12 boys passed, and the overall percentage of the class increased by 3% point. What do you understand by 3% point? The difference between any two percentage is called percentage point. I scored 30% and Sai Krishna 30% and Sai Krishna scores 50%, or Appalnaidu scores 50%. Shall I say that 20% difference? So, when you take in the difference between the two percentage, we call it as 20% point more. Point more. Appalnaidu got 20% point more than me. So, that is what here 3% point more. That means overall there was how much? 65% over here, overall pass percentage. Now, the overall pass percentage is 65 plus 3, it's become 68% after 12 boys passed. The question is, find the total number of students in the class. Really a beautiful question, and it will open up your mind and application of concept. Yes, my dear friends. How do you do it? I will give a start to you. That is 40% students are girls. So, that is girls and boys. If 40% students are girls, then obviously boys are 60%. Needless to say that the ratio of the boys to girl is 2:3. So, I will be writing over here, this is 2:3 is the ratio of boys to girls. Now, here the girls passed 50% and the boys, I do not know what percentage they passed. But what I know is the overall pass is 65%. Overall 65% passed. How do I get the x value? It is a very simple, and that is this way. That is 10 into 50. That is 100 plus 3 into x, that is 3x. I am using the weighted average concept here, divided by, that is a ratio 2 plus 3 is 5, which is equal to 65. I will get the x value, boys percentage pass. And the similar way, I need to do one more activity here. And what is that activity? Again the girls and boys. In this case, the ratio is same, the number of boys to girls. The girls pass percentage is same, 50. I don't know what is this value. I will consider this as y. And I also know that 65 plus 3, that is 68% is passed overall. So from here you will get the boys pass percentage. Here you will get the boys pass percentage, x value. So now you can identify what percentage boys increased, percentage point. So once you get that, how many extra boys passed? 12. So the difference between x and y will give us the percentage that represents 12 boys. And once you know the 12 boys, then you will be able to find out what is 3 part. And once you get that 3 part, then you can find out the 5 parts. That will be total number of students. Come on my friends, let us answer the question, and I will give 30 seconds for you to answer this. 400. Appal Naidu has already answered the question and he says 400 is the answer. Okay, just wait for 10 more seconds, 16 more seconds, my dear brother. You are a very serious candidate and I really like you, the way you answer the question in the on live class. Even if one question helps you, please like and share. Your time is up and it's a time to check whether Appal Naidu is correct or not. He says 400, option A, H option D, D for Delhi. Okay, let's see Appal Naidu, is there any slip in the process? So here I will find out the y value here. And how do I get the y value? The same method I will find, apply, weighted average, that is 50 into 2, that comes 100, plus 3y by 2 plus 3, which is 5, which is equal to 68. Let us find out here what is x and here what is y. Now I notice that this gets cancelled over here and this will give us 325. This 325, if I am multiplying by 5, 5, 6, 30 and 5, 5, 25, 325. So when I take the 100 over there, then I will get 225. So 3x is equal to 225, then x is equal to 75. So I got that x is equal to 75%. So in the first case, the 75% of the student passed. Similar method I will apply. Anyone else answer the question? Similar way I will apply in the second one. I will get that what percentage after adding 12 boys, what percentage student have passed. So that is here I get how much, that is 5, 6, 30, 340. When I multiply by 5, when 100 goes over there, 240 divided by 3 is 80. So y is equal to, I got 80. That means after 12 boys passed, the percentage of pass is gone up from 75% to 80%. That means 5% of the boys extra passed. And what is that 5% of the student extra passed on revaluation? 12. So when I know the 5% is equal to 12, then what is 100%? What is the total number of boys? I can find it out? Yes. So I am doing it over there. Yes, my all friends, look at this one. So that is 12. I need the total number of boys. This is 5% of the boys. So 12 into 100 by 5, I will be getting total number of boys. Okay. After that, what I need to do? The number of boys represent 3 parts. I need the total number of students in the class, whether passed or failed. So this 3 part is this one. then what will be total? 5 parts. So, I required 5 parts, multiply this by 5 and this is 3 parts, divided by 3. Anyone answer the question? Okay, 400. Beautiful. Look at this one. What is the answer we get here? Hope all my friends are watching this. With 3 this is 4 times, okay, and 5 gets cancelled and it comes 400. 400 my dear friend. Option choice A. I made a mistake of D. Option choice A. You are right. Okay. Is that clear to everyone? So, these small activities, and I will tell you that this is not the clerk prelim. Either it will come, questions like this will come in the clerk main or the PO prelim. Moving on to the last question of the class, and that is relaxing question. You know that one question comes of this way. I will not wait for your solution because this is a very direct question. Come on, try to answer this question. So, this was a 1 hour class. A couple of questions are very, very good question. Answer this question my dear friends. And you know in prelim you will get the questions like this. Yes, yes, anyone? Come on, this is 3 1 by 13. This value is 3 1 by not 13, 1 by 11. Come on, even if you okay, I didn't put the timing over here because there is a very direct question. It's getting stuck. Okay, fine. So, let's answer the question here. A numerator of a fraction is increased by 50%. It's a very direct question. X by y is a fraction. It is increased by 50%, that means 150% of x by. I am sure everyone who is watching the video will able to answer the question. And denominator is decreased by 25%, that means 0.75 of y, and which is equal to 3 1 by 11, not 31 by 11 my dear friend, 3 1 by 11. So, that is 33 plus 1 is 34. So, 34 by 11. Now, at least some of you will be able to answer the question, or all of you will be able to answer the question now. Now, you need to find out what is the x by y. So, it is so simple. That is the reason I did not give the time over here. That is 2 times V2, this gets cancelled 17 times. It is a relaxing question, the last question. So, my fraction x by y is equal to 17 by 11. Anyone answered it? 17 by 11, option choice C. Yes friends, this is was the last question of the class. So, do not forget to like and subscribe with your friends, and again the alternate day I will have a class. So, I will be discussing the all area of the quant. Please join on that day. Thank you very much and wish you all the best to all of you.